This is video 1 of a 3-part series discussing 3 overlooked risk factors for injury. And the first one is involving the diaphragm and breathing. So diaphragm strength is hugely important in injury prevention and running performance. And just to take a quick look at the skeleton here, the diaphragm is underneath the rib cage there, so above the abdomen, below the lungs. And I'm going to highlight it. So that's the diaphragm. It's a big muscle and very important in injury prevention in runners. So I'm just going to leave it there so you can see it as I talk through things. And at the end of this video, we'll go through a way for you to start strengthening your diaphragm at home. The diaphragm is the largest core muscle in your body, and it plays a very big role in injury prevention, like I've already said. Runners with weak diaphragms are more likely to develop low back pain and have decreased athletic performance. This is because a weak diaphragm will divert blood away from the low back and legs as it prioritizes itself so that your body can get enough oxygen to your brain. So if your diaphragm is fatiguing while you run, less blood to the legs and to the low back, and that is so you can get more blood to your brain. There have been some studies showing that when the diaphragm is intentionally fatigued or exhausted, there are significant reductions in blood flow to the low back and leg muscles, like I just said. There are some fancy technologies that make it easy to see if your diaphragm is weak, but they're not easily accessible for most people. The simplest solution here is to assume that your diaphragm is weak and undertrained, and like all muscles would benefit from strengthening exercises. I don't know anybody who stops doing squats because they think their legs are too strong. They keep trying to strengthen them further. So why would you do this with your diaphragm? You wouldn't. It's a muscle and it should be deliberately trained. It is pretty common in yoga and other practices to promote deep belly breathing, and while this is helpful for relaxation, it does not actually strengthen your diaphragm. So the diaphragm requires high resistance exercise in order to strengthen it, and when it is strong, we see a correlation with improved performance in swimming, biking, and running, which who doesn't want that? There are dozens of devices on Amazon that are designed to help you strengthen your diaphragm, ranging from $30 to $300. And at the end of this video, we're going to show you, like I said, a way to strengthen the diaphragm. We'll go through that protocol there, and let's go ahead and branch off into that section here. Now, let's take a look at how to perform resisted inhales for strengthening the diaphragm. And runners should perform 3 sets of 20 repetitions at 60% of full effort. How do you tell if you're going 60%? You should be fatigued and needing to take a little break after about 20 reps or so. So if you aren't, you need to bump up the resistance here, and I'm going to break this down and show you a very super sophisticated device that I invented. You can purchase one from me for $500. I'm joking, 100% kidding about that. This is a straw, and do not rush to give me your money. Just go to your kitchen drawer or snag a few extra ones the next time you go out to eat, and use the straw to do your inhales, or buy one off Amazon, support somebody there. So like I said, 3 sets of 20 repetitions. I'm not going to do that many for you, but it's very easy to change the resistance of the straw by either pinching the straw or just covering the end of it with your fingers. So we're going to use this straw here to perform a few repetitions of resisted inhales so you can see what it looks like at home. So take the straw and breathe in with resistance. Super simple, but effective. You can change the resistance as much as you can, either with pinching the straw or just covering the end of it. This straw was metal, so I just covered the end. And give that a go. Work at strengthening your diaphragm and prevent injuries, improve your performance. Give it a try. Let me know how it goes.